The woman walked out of the bunker, and the empty space in front of her was covered with corpses, from the leader holding the flag to young children with no one surviving. At this moment, the surface of the earth has been shrouded in toxic fog, but humans still rushed out of the bunker at all costs, but ultimately collapsed at the entrance of the bunker. But the large number is simply unavoidable. She approached the bunker cautiously for inspection, thinking that the gate had been locked, but found that the piled-up bodies were preventing the gate from closing, which unexpectedly created an opportunity for her to enter. She jumped from the entrance, but countless bodies prevented her from falling. The expression on her body was grim, indicating that she was in great pain before death. People would rather inhale toxic gas than escape from here, as if there is a more terrifying presence hidden inside the door. Faced with different air pressures inside and outside the floor, she inserted a pry bar into the crack of the door and then used her entire body weight to press down. She successfully pried open the entrance and immediately locked the door to prevent the infiltration of toxic gas. But at this moment, the woman was horrified to find that the tape was broken, and once the poison gas invades her, she will die. So she dared not delay and immediately rushed into the bunker to search for rescue supplies. At this moment, no matter what was hidden inside, she had no choice. But as soon as she found the disinfectant, she found that the protective suit was starting to leak air. The leakage of oxygen made it impossible for her to breathe. Juliet tried to take off her helmet, but the pressure difference between the inside and outside made it feel like it was tightly fastened to her head. Although it was the last piece of protective clothing, the suffocating feeling made her unable to hesitate for a moment, so she grabbed a pry bar and stabbed the mask. Accompanied by the sound of shattering, she greedily breathed in fresh air, but at this moment she dared not relax at all. She sprayed disinfectant all over her body to avoid being corroded by the toxic gas. Then she decisively cut open her protective suit and took it off as quickly as possible. Fortunately, Juliet was not seriously injured. The constant temperature system in the silo had already collapsed, so she found a work uniform to put on. Deep underground, some plants still survive, providing her with thin and clean oxygen. At this moment, a bright light came from the lower level, and the woman realized that there was another person alive here. Despite the broken passage, she was still determined to take a risk. Juliet tied the rope to the bridge, then slowly climbed down and swung forward with all her strength. She has never encountered any survivors. Unexpectedly, the rope broke in the next second, and she was thrown to the opposite bank. Although she barely grabbed onto the edge of the broken bridge, the bridge surface was smooth and had nowhere to rely on. In the end, she fell, but luckily, a deep water below was able to cushion her, and Juliet did not fall.